what do you plan on doing once obviously it's all the good things must come to an end. So what do you plan on doing once you've got all the profiles wrapped up?
Well, of course there'll be more Lexi videos jumping up online. You know, whether that tickles your fancy. A lot of the anime fans are irate when I took that hiatus and I started posting videos of my dog, and they're like, "What the hell is this? Get this crap off of there!" But you know, I always have something on the back burner. I've got a bunch of old home movies that I wouldn't mind remastering, or some stop action projects I wouldn't mind putting some new voices to. And of course, I'll always be available for other people's projects. JW Studios projects for one.
Yep.
And anybody else who wants me to lend my crazy voice to any of their videos, just give me a jingle. You know where to find me.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's a fun hobby. It just takes up a lot of time, and I really, I can't really keep going with it, because I think it's almost like a demon that I have to slay, In the beginning, even 10 years ago when I first started, I'm like, oh boy, I'm going to tackle all the characters, I'm not going to stop until I see this done. And now, here it is 10 years later, I restarted that mission, and now I'm going to see it through to the end.
Yeah. You mentioned that you've obviously been lending your voices to other people's projects. You want to talk about your work on any of them?
Yeah, in the upcoming Ranma's Declaration of Motherhood, I do a bunch of voices. A bunch of voices I've also done in my profiles. I do the voice of Principal Kuno. I do the voice of the Jusenkyo guide, and I do So Nintendo, as well as a whole slew of extras. And that was one interesting voice session. Let me tell you, I've never done anything like that. Literally, for background noise, this guy, he has me audition for 8 different voices just to be playing in the background to make it sound like there's like a crowd of people. And so I layered my voice on top of itself, and like every time I did a new voice, I'd have to like change my voice up a little bit. Like I had the Torajiro voice in there, and I had my Randolph D. Barnesfield voice in there, and I was just like tried all sorts of different voices, and at the end it's just like this big slew of noise, and of course we had to have it all like reacting, and that was a lot of fun. Like there are scenes where they were reacting to something gross, and you'll hear everybody just go, "Oh yeah, nasty," and just like it's just like sounds so uproaring, and just this bellicose like wall of sound hits you. It's just so freaking loud.
Alright! Hey! Can I get to the front line? I got something really important here! I gotta go! Come on!
But I was impressed on how that came out. But that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with that, and I look forward to doing more stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm sure the fans are pretty eager to see how that turns out. Yeah, and so obviously, judging by your profiles, you're obviously a big fan of a few other TV projects, other animes, even non-anime projects. And like I've seen a few of them like referenced here in their character profiles, or use clips or compared characters to whatever. So would you ever consider doing character profiles for certain non-Ranma characters?
You know what? My biggest request is to jump to Inuyasha next, and no, there's no way I'm doing that, because they introduce a new character every damn episode, and it's crazy. I mean, just doing everybody whose last name ends in Romaru and Kotsu alone would take me like forever. But to be honest, like I said before, it would be way too time consuming to start another anime. I think once the Ranma beast is slain, then it's time for Djclyve to walk into the sunset. But you never know. I'm leaving it open. But the thing is, I don't know of too many animes out there that I'm that big a fan of that I would be willing to get into it that in depth as I did with Ranma when I have. Even Rumiko Takahashi's other series, like Urasei Tsura, which I'm a big fan of, My Sunny Koku, which I don't know that well, they don't have the same zing that Ranma does. So I'm just going to leave it at that, and maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know.
Alright, well, Djclyve, we at JW Studios are very happy to have you on the show today, and
thank you, great to be here.
And as a little party gift, we got something for you.
Uh-oh, you got something for me?
Yep.
This is unexpected.
Yes. On behalf of JW Studios, we present you with this collection of manga from
Oh
the
my
Ranma
goodness!
series.
Thank you! Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Thank you! I don't know what to say.
And now again, a message over the speaker from Tim Darby.
Volume 25 and 27 I picked out especially for you.
Oh,
Volume
thank you.
25 is the best Moose story I've ever read.
Oh, I'm a big Moose fan.
In the unseen stories, it will be known as the lens of invincibility.
This is so cool, guys. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
And Volume 27 has the best Nobiki story.
Awesome.
Thank you for that announcement, Tim.
You're welcome.
And secondly, on behalf of all Australian Ranma 1/2 fans, all Ranma 1/2 fans from Australia, we would like you to present you with this.
Vegemite! Look at that actual Vegemite! Oh, I'm gonna show this to everybody at work. That is so cool, man. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
No problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Djclyve,
Thank you.
Renaissance Man.